Community Link, presented by Financial Center First Credit Union.
Thank you so much for joining us today for Community Link. I'm Caroline Mays.
And I am Marco Dominguez. The Hispanic population in Indiana is growing day by day. And among that, the Mexican community is about 72% of that population. With that, today we are pleased to have Consul Daniel Aguado Ornelas. Señor Consul, welcome, bienvenido.
Well, thank you for having me. Good morning, buenos dias.
Good morning.
How are you?
It is a pleasure. What is the Mexican consulate? What are you guys doing here in Indianapolis?
Well, that's a good question. Actually, I will start by telling you the difference between an embassy and a consulate, which sometimes get mixed up. An embassy, it's a representation from a foreign government in the capital city of the country, if they do have a relation between them. And a consulate, it's an office, a representation from the government that stays in a place, in an inner city, because two things. One of them may be that there's a huge community, which is the case in this area, in this city. As you told, the Mexican community is the largest foreign community here in the state. So, and not only the state, in the country. So it has been growing, and that's the main reason we are here. The second of them is that the city has been gaining importance, and well, now the relationship with Mexico has been growing in other areas, and that's why we are here.
So, Consul, what are your responsibilities here in the area, and in Indiana specifically?
Well, our area covers actually also the state's the southern part of Illinois, the whole Kentucky state, and Ohio, and the southern part of Indiana. So we cover 285 counties with almost 150,000 Mexicans. That's a huge area. And what we do is mainly what all consulates do, that everywhere, not only the Mexican consulate, three main things. One of them, it's documentations. We get documents for Mexicans, passports, IDs, legal stuff like power of attorneys, that kind of things. Also, we have visas for foreign or American citizens that want to visit Mexico or stay in Mexico, which is a growing community. Retired Americans going to Puerto Vallarta, Cancun, San Miguel de Allende, all those places to live. Actually, the American community is the largest foreign community in Mexico.
Okay. Consul, very quickly, businesses over here and business owners over here, what do they need to do, or what do they need to know about the Mexican consul here? Because they not only hire people, but they do business with the Mexicans.
That's right, they do business. We do business all the time. So if you know, I mean, there's an agreement between Canada, Mexico, and the United States. I mean, we have a huge relationship with all these states, about $35 billion in trade. That's more than 300,000 jobs involved here in the States. So that's a huge community. That's a huge trade. That's right. And well, we are here to represent that, to represent Mexican companies, American companies going to Mexico. So what you have to, it makes you think that not all the relationships are being made in Washington, Mexico City. The local governments are doing well. And I'm pretty sure that in a few years, perhaps there will be another consulate here, not only a Mexican consulate, because Indiana is doing something good.
Exactly.
Thank you, Consul. Glad to have you here.
No.
Now here's Gloria Jimenez.
Afro-Latinos have been a part of American history for centuries, and their stories should be told and celebrated during Black History Month. Afro-Latinos have made their distinct imprint as part of a bicultural group that not only carries its African ancestry, but the heritage embedded by the Spanish. We see clear examples in our modern society through salsa, mambo, poetry, reggaeton, the contributions in baseball, the arts, and so many other areas in which Afro-Latinos history lives. Here is a list of some of the famous Afro-Latinos: Mariah Carey, Cardi B, Rosie Perez, Coleman Domingo, Zoe Saldaña, and many more. For Community Link, I'm Gloria Jimenez.
Thank you for joining us on This Week Community Link.
To share this story or learn more, head to wishtv.com, and we'll see you next week.